Day 11, Japan against Senegal. In what was the most open of groups, the two relative victors of their opening games had a fantastic opportunity to progress to the knockout stages. Victory would leave either on the brink of qualification. The Africans had endured a fairy tale run at the 2002 World Cups, incidentally, in Japan and Korea. Japan themselves have performed admirably at the 2002 World Cup and as well as the 2010 World Cup in South Africa. For Japan, they remain unchanged. It was a far cry from the days of Alihodzic, who used 68 players in a 3-year reign. Senegal only made the single change. Senegal only made a single change within their side. To the game, it was a fine open to proceedings, both showing attacking intent. Senegal looking to exert themselves. It was star man Sadio Mane following a poor defensive clearance from Haraguchi, and then a poor punch out from keeper Kawashima. It's merely bounced off the leg of Sane before bouncing into the net, and Senegal had a surprise lead, in which should have been a very preventable goal. Senegal were on the ball, showing intensity, pace, good movement, and were very direct. Japan, as yet, unable to find their feet with 15 minutes gone. Japan were no match physically, lacking their speed and the directness of the Africans. Japan were passing well, but the speed of movement and variation was lacking. They were easily contained by Senegal. With this, by the time the game had gone on for 30 minutes, it proceeded for 30 minutes. But then, with Japan's first goal on effort on goal, came from a totally unexpected source. Inui expertly cutting in and curling a fantastic effort low into the corner. Nagatomo had been important in the goal coming about, even though the control wasn't as great as it should have been. There was a newfound confidence in Japan, and prospects for an open game and more balance was now a very good prospect. Kawashima kept Japan on level terms with a point-blank save to deny Nyang. This as he was darting through on goal. It was now delicately poised. Senegal had definitely taken their foot off the pedal and allowed Japan to get back into proceedings. Senegal went straight in on the front foot, just as they had in the first half. Osako and then Nyang had the first chances of the restarts, the Japanese with a header and the Senegalese with a drive on goal. Both could have done better, and then Senegal began to press hard, the pressure on Japan's goal. Then an opportunity across goal where the ball was begging to be put in the net by Osako, but he somehow, he missed. It was a glaring miss, and he misjudged, and he misjudged the ball across the 6-yard box, and the opportunity wasn't taken, and Senegal weren't punished for their carelessness in defence. Japan was certainly getting back into proceedings and were definitely a threat. Osako then failed to apply the finish from his effort being driven wide, but then a swift break ended with Inui coming in and with his chip coming off the crossbar. Japan on top, but certainly on top in the last few moments, and Inui unfortunately got booked for pulling back an opponent a few minutes later. Then a rasping drive at the other end from Wage was to put Senegal back in front, from the edge of the 6-yard box after the ball had been crossed over Japan. We're back to square one. But they responded by replacing Kagawa with Honda, just as in the first game. Okazaki soon followed and was on the pitch soon after, and he had claims for a penalty turned down, dismissed for handball. 15 minutes remained. The contest was keenly full. Japan looking to save it, and the man brought on to save it, Honda, was right on cue to bring his nation level. This following poor goalkeeping and poor defending on the 6-yard line, in the 6-yard box, to smash left-footed for the equaliser. Both looked to be going for the win as 10 minutes remained. Japan looking slightly the more likely. 4 minutes of injury time went up the clock. Osako bravely putting himself in the line of fire to keep the ball out of Japan's net. And that was it. Both seemed happy with the points. The draw in the following matches will take them into the knockout stages. Japan, who had never come back to win a match after coming back from behind, looked comfortable and definitely deserved to be amongst the best sides in the world, and dealt everything which Senegal threw.